Hello everyone, my name is Astanga, and welcome back to Minecraft. Now, you're going to notice that a few things have changed, and I'm going to explain that right now. The main problem that happened to me. So, you guys remember me dying absolutely horribly in the water back by that forest, right? Well, you see, I lost all my items there. Now, yes, tombstone is placed where I die. However, that node also destroys nearby blocks by eating them. So, my tombstone that was sitting right next to it, when I got close, got consumed. And basically what wound up happening is I walked up and I saw my tombstone next to the node. I'm like, okay. And then I found out that the node was suction, was sucking me in. It was gonna do some damage to me. So I was like, okay, so it is an unstable node. So I turn around to grab a bunch of stone. I go back and my tombstone isn't there anymore. And I find out that by building out to that node that it eats blocks. And my tombstone is technically a block. So it ate my tombstone and all my equipment, but it's not a huge loss because I was able to remake a good amount of what I need, including my tools and my weapons in better quality than they were, such as this one. Instead of using completely uh, igneous material, I used an obsidian handguard, a steel handle, and I made the blade the fire bit. So it's very sturdy now. Anyway, and the cleaver I made into a Damascus steel one, so I decided to actually increase its actually upgrade it as much as I want. Now, besides that, I have also made an awesome suit of power armor. It looks a little derpy with my wizard hat going through, but it's very effective, I assure you. And we are about to undergo the process of recreating my boots of the traveler. So we're going to. I already gathered all of this, but I still need to like the enchantment fragments, basically everything I need to put around the altar. But I still need to get the actual liquidated material or vised material. So let's put on my goggles so I can see what I'm grabbing. I need this. I need this. And this. There we go. This, and I think that's actually all I need. I'm pretty sure that's all I need. Alright, so let's go over here. And it still has some coal in it, that's good. Alright, so let's stick the feather in first. So let me grab the air and the feather. Pretty sure that's the feather vis. Alright, so let's let that run down. Yep, that is the feather one. So now as those feathers in there smelt down, they turn into the essences, which are then sucked up to these, which I can pick up with these jars. I'm pretty sure I explained this to you guys once, but there you go. That's another explanation. Let's let that run down for a second. Using the old wand that I lost, I was able to move. I'm able to move nodes with the old wand, which I'll eventually have to create again. But it was a huge pain. So for now, this is the closest node that we have. But like I said, it let me move my nodes, or the nodes from the world around, so I didn't have to go wandering everywhere. There we go. Is that it? Alright, so now we're going to stick these mine carts in there, and I'm going to need these three. So this one's that, and that. Basically, I'm just going to be picking these up as I go, because I don't know if anything bad happens from not picking them up and letting it smelt down a large distance or a large amount. Stick more in there. There we go. And this is what I had to do the last time I wanted to make the boots, but I did that one off camera because this can be a fairly tedious process at times. There we go. And stick the final minecart in there. I'm sorry if I get all quiet, guys. I'm just trying to focus. It's basically when I'm done grabbing everything, we will head to the infusion altar, and we'll make my boots, and I think that's it. Since I'm not seeing anything else, let me ensure that I have everything I need. Need this. No, I need this one. Alright, it seems like I have everything, so let me go put down the jars that I don't need. This doesn't belong there. Belongs over here with the other primal aspects. This shouldn't be there. There we go. Okay. Get these 2 jars. Alright, let's head to the infusion altar. And let's get this all prepped up. So, let's put the fish here, the feather here. And let's put air shards here, here, and put the enchanted fabric here, and here. Make it as symmetrical as possible. Put that there, and I need my wand. Let's head on down here, grab my secondary wand, and let's see how this goes. Hope it's all stable. It should be. Oop, nope, there we go. That's what you have to watch out for. Things do pop off the altar, which is a sign of instability, which can happen from time to time. Alright, so this should have all of its essence. Let's start sucking up the items. Flux taint from being in the area. Like another effect of the instability. However, this isn't extremely unstable, so there we go. Got my boots back. We can take off my power armor boots since they don't do nearly as much. And let's put this up here. Now you might be wondering why I have 2 goggles of revealing. Oh, that's so much better. I'm moving so much faster than I was. The transition from having my old boots to not having my old boots was painful. Anyway. Alright, let's put this there and that there. Okay. Now I have 2 goggles of revealing because when I'm only the goggles give a Viz discount. The goggles or anything I make through Thaumcraft crafting essentially, but because this is part of a mod pack, oh, that was weird, and the mods tend to work together. This is where I created my power armor. This is all certain smelting things and other things I had to use and blah 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 and so on and so forth. But these are all the mods that I can create for my equipment. Now there's little check marks next to the ones that have enhancements to them already, but one of the enhancements for my helmet is an aura meter, which is basically a Thaumcraft goggles, but without the Viz discount. Now I prepared a rather large amount of items here to create a few things. This was my prep work for the last while. So I need a hologram emitter and goggles, and my goggles in order to make that. So I got all the dye I need. And wait, which one is it? I need, click on this, question mark. There we go. Glass there. I need this one, the redstone reception coil, to go there. And then the 3 colored dye. There. Now that I have a hologram emitter and spare goggles, I can install this mod. And that's all it is. That's all there is to that. It's a very simple, very easy thing to do. I can also modify how things actually look. It's very interestingly weird. Like I can click on like these things and I can make my helmet look different with different attachments and whatnot. I tend not to mess with that too much. Oh, I have to go back into there because my helmet isn't even visible right now. So let's turn on all the visuals, and there's my helmet. All its weirdness. Why does that look so weird? Hold on. Let me adjust that again. Helmet tubes and visor. I don't need a visor. Tubes. The helmet itself. What is that giant box? Oh, that's weird. It says it's the helmet, but that's the helmet. I guess there's 2 different kinds of helmets, maybe? Yeah. Whatever. Anyway, so there's that. And what else was it that I wanted to create? It was, I wanted to create, I think it was a solar generator to regenerate the power, so I needed solar panel. Yep, I prepped myself a little bit. Solar panel, question mark. Brings up the overlay in the crafting table so you don't have to remember. Like that. And do I already have? No, I do not. I was going to say, do I already have some control circuits made, but I don't. Alright, so I need glowstone, wiring, redstone, and electrum ingots. Here's some redstone, a couple electrum ingots, and copper and wiring. Is that all I need for that? No, I need glowstone. Alright, so now I'll be able to show off well, first off, let me show off this. I created this wind turbine because it creates RF regularly, and I created this capacitor bank to store the RF. The RF is basically what I use to power those machines inside there, and this holds a really high amount, and it's pretty much infinite because I have this turbine. So I could also later on I can create items to put into here to charge it, such as my suit has an energy capacity right now of 100k per item. But I created a gliding attachment for my torso piece, so let's show that off here. So basically, if I hold down shift while moving forward, it tells you all the instructions to use each mod, or not mod, well yeah, it is kind of a mod, each modification. And basically it allows me to travel pretty far distances without much hassle. I came down here for glowstone, so 2 pieces. Yeah, I chewed up my lapis and my redstone, and I basically chewed through a lot of my resources. Oh, I also extended my smeltery up to the ceiling on all sides so it can hold a great deal of ore now. Alright, so the glowstone goes here, if my memory serves. That goes like that. The wiring goes through the center, and the electrons, yep. I need... Oh, that's right, I need 2. Just grab the glowstone, and I can just make it when I'm back up there instead. Let me grab a small amount of glowstone to take with me so I don't have to keep traveling back and forth. And like this. Let's leap. Glide. Gliding is a very, very fast mode of transportation. I'm very happy with the way that came out. Alright, let's climb on up. Make this last bit. Oh. Electrum ingots. And glowstone, ingots, redstone, wires. There we go. Now we go to the head, click on the solar generator, install. Ta-da! Alright, right now, as I said, I don't have anything. I don't know why I have a permanent speed and jump boost, but I ain't complaining. Right now I have no modifications to actually use power, but there's things... there's a glove, here we go, a power fist, that I can't equip, but I can technically hold, that has things like an axe, a pickaxe, shovel. I mean, it has like all the basic tools in it. It also has weapons such as a rail gun, or a blade launcher, or a lightning summoner, or a plasma cannon. I mean, these things are a lot. And then there's things like this blink drive, which I don't think I can create right now. Yeah, I don't have what I need to make that work. But anyway, so the power fist I leave here because it's just not useful right now. The myofiber gel and the carbon myofiber can turn into an artificial muscle, but it requires a lot. 1 block of coal creates creates 1 raw carbon, which creates 1 carbon myofiber, and I need 4, which means I need 36 blocks of coal. But basically, there's a weight system that's involved in this, and it does things such as I created a bunch of diamond plating for myself to make all my power armor plating better, and there's a plating thickness that you can set, and the more thick it is, the more armor it adds, but the more weight it adds. So if I were to, per se, go to each one of my armor pieces and max it, bear in mind that while wearing all pieces at max thickness, it's the equivalent of diamond armor. I move slower than I normally would, and I fall faster. So what I've decided is I'm going to be using this at a medium thickness for each one, so about 3 per, and that still gives me a fairly large amount of protection without sacrificing my movement. Of course, now that I have my boots of Traveler, that protection's a little less, but it doesn't matter to me. Before I end this episode, I would actually like to show you guys that awesome terrain all the way down there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, I got a little bit of a frame rate drop as I fell down that little gap, but I'm going to be... Whoa, that's quite the jump I got there. Okay, let's, Alright, so I'm going to show you guys basically how fast I can glide. So you guys can see that number trailing down. And I'm sorry for the little jumps in coloration there. It's because I'm passing through a dark forest, which is supposed to restrict my vision. But as I'm traveling, you guys can see that number winding down, and I cross a great amount of distance a lot faster. Ow, ow, ow. Hold on. Let me eat something. Oh, I forgot to leave some things behind. Yeah, no, this jump and speed boost that I permanently have is a glitch. I don't, yeah. Anyway, there we go. Back up to a very high point and back into gliding. Now, for those of you who, remember the direction that I traveled from way back when to get to the Redwood home, this is actually taking me back towards the old home. And I feel I've become more comfortable with the taint, not because I've just been around it so much, but because if it was really spreading while I was at the Redwood home, it would already be at the home itself. But that doesn't relieve my worry of if I travel under it. What the heck? That's a weird audio glitch. If I travel under the taint, it will spread regardless. So let me just travel through this little tainted zone. Like so. And we're almost there. Oh, here we are. Really, really large hills. Let me get to where I marked. Need to remember how I actually went about doing that. Here, maybe I can just, yep, I can just jump up these because I have the jump boost in my boots and lots of things to make my life easy going up large hills like this. I need to be over there. Yeah, the glider makes this me traversing this a lot easier, and ow. That was, I think, a weird fall damage glitch. No, I want to get up there, please. Oh my god. Also, I got a spell book, which is pretty awesome, but I don't have a lot of spells to actually put in it. I still only recreated the range dig spell because it was the one I used the most, and yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna go as high as we possibly can up here, and I might even make a home here eventually. It's very bland in the terms of the coloration, but it's very cool in the sense of how actually high we are at any given point. And jump. Take care of you things. Thank you. Now, at this particular point, we are above cloud level. Very, very, very cool. So, I'm going to jump and glide over to this peak. And I'll give you guys an idea of how high we actually are. Just get on the other side of that skeleton so I don't get knocked off. And to give you guys an idea of how high we actually are, that's the, not even the ground, that's just the, my mind's spacing. The plateau, the large flat ground at the top of the first chunk of crag, and that, all the way down there, is the actual ground itself. So now we're going to try and glide all the way back to the Redwood home from this one position. And as you can see, that's the cloud cover right there. So we are flying way above the clouds right now. And it's very, very, very cool. And to figure out what exactly I'm over, I'm watching my mini-map since, well, I can't really see the ground from up here. So at any given point, if I so chose, I could just let myself drop and reactivate my glider further down, and that'll allow me to land safely. Or, if I'm above water, I can simply drop right there, and I'll just land in the water. So we're just gonna go all the way to the redwood home, and I'm debating whether or not to try and land on one of my walkways itself or to just drop into a nearby river. That's a pretty good question. So let's first off dodge around the redwood trees. Since we're no longer above cloud cover, I don't think it would be quite worth it to just drop. So let's land on my walkway. Ta-da! And we're home. In the matter of about a minute, I've traveled 1,000-something blocks, whereas I would used to have to walk about 5 minutes to make the same distance. And, so yeah, I got some pretty cool things to show you guys in the future, but for now, we are all out of time. So, I hope you all enjoyed. Subscribe if you did. Leave a like, comment, and I will see all of you in the next video. Bye-bye!